There's Thomas.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Never to start learning, I could give you a couple pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering?
Yes.
It comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
I think I have the first one, actually.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
I've got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
This one. Part 1.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something...
I will let you know if I find anything others.
Sure.
How long have you lived here?
Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious. We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Workbench. That's my rifle. Yep. Let's do that. Okay. Staying. That's the other power regulator thing we might need. So grab. Basically need one of those for the ship. I don't fucking want it, doesn't matter. Oh, did we just run through fire? I think I did. Like an extra person, Stefan.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, Canid snout, too. Something I can help you with?
I'm told one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened on the day Zoe disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Tell me about her.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics.
What?
Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
What was that about surprising?
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Any chance you can lend me that copy?
Not much of a chance, no. Mind if I ask why you're interested?
Zoe's living with marauders nearby. I need something to tempt her back to
Zoe's
camp.
living with marauders? Yeah, that sounds like the sort of sideways, sprat-brained plan Zoe'd come up with. Yeah, it could be you're telling the truth. Or maybe you're trying to wheedle me into relinquishing my only copy of the Masked Marketeer. It's a collector's edition after all.
That's right.
Yeah, you're probably right. A true fan would have just... Here you go.
Okay. 7,000. Unfortunately, I can't remember the... Anyway, 7,000. That's a lot.
Something I can...
God, yes.
Something... Fresh...
So then we can sell... And this is all empty. Okay, maybe let's grab Zoe first. Right, so she's there. My computer is very much struggling today. These fucking marauders are coming back. Hold on. Definitely want to get medical to 20. And then we can. So how do I use this then? How do I use this consumable slot? Nope. Settings, controls, control. Eh? Okay, it is basically all right. Now I understand. They're all going. They're all being used at once. You don't separate them out. They're just used all together. Which is crazy, of course. Safe.
What I wouldn't do for a Wentworth. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Stefan told me about your favorite cereal.
So you tracked me down just to gab about the mass marketeer? I am impressed.
I've got it here. Stefan wanted to watch this with you.
I see what's going. Well, it's working. I can't. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
Something of wanting to be an outlaw, rather not get into it.
You pretty much did my job. Let me know if I...
Alright, let's talk to Adelaide.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
Pretty. Let's have a look around first, actually. Environment notes. Oh, just turning this into a nursery. Is this a back door? I can steal and everything. As long as no one sees me. It's fine. I think.
If
you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Is this your greenhouse?
Oh dear, the garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
He has some intense eyes. Never knew you could grow tripe in a garden.
Ah, cynicism. What you need is a little taste of my...
Looks like you've made a home for yourself.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the...
Yeah. Why did you leave your old home?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Reed's asked you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to avert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I needed to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
What do you have against people trying to make a living?
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
What happens to Edgewater if I do this?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I consider it.
I trust you.
Upstairs. Oh. Oh, I should have gone up and talked to the bloody leader of the town again. But let's hand this in first.
Any luck find it?
Yes.
No kid.
Part 2.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still.
Okay. Unfortunately, we don't know where the other one is. I assume it's in. I mean, the only place where we really haven't been yet is the geothermal plant. Let's save here. Let's go back to the Mr. Thompson, whatever his name is.
My offer remains Go.
Have you taken a look around the town lately?
It is my job to keep 2 eyes on my town. I am the steward of this place, and this is my watch post.
How long have you worked here?
I'm trying to remember 25 years, 26. When you get to my age, the years just rush by. You stop counting altogether. I remember looking out this window and seeing the Vale spread out from horizon to horizon. We were a sprawling town. We were booming. Times change, people change, but the Vale will always be here. Spacer's Choice will always be here. Our work won't ever end. I take comfort in that.
Your town is falling to pieces.
I wish you wouldn't say things like that.
You disagree?
Yes, as a matter of... When I stand at my window and look out over my town, here's what I see. I see decent, loyal, hard-working people. I see a family. We are all part of the Spacer...
You're loyal to Spacer's Choice.
This is a Spacer's Choice. Loyalty's got nothing.
You seem pretty fixed on bringing Adeleide back to town.
Adeleide was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig...
Sounds disgusting.
Begging your pardon. Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack... But, and this is something we must keep between the 2 of us. So...
What are you canning here exactly?
Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the... Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled...
Oh. Need to have worried about this plague.
Can we not?
But you withhold medicine from your own workers.
If I had enough medicine to treat...
Easy for you.
It is not. Spacer's Choice is...
How long has this been going?
That
Happening?
I cannot say. There was no moment when the plagues began. But in the last 10 years,
We should have developed an immunity after repeated exposure to a single strain of contagion.
corporate doesn't like us using the word should. It encourages the imagination. I believe plague is a test. It is a test of our loyalty and our fortitude. And it is one we will see through to the end. Go. That you are not one of us may work to your advantage. I admit the fault was mine. I'm about as diplomatic. Nature is uglier. Yes, we have lost good workers to...
You and Adelaide have a personal history?
Losing Adeleide was the hardest. She was our only flavor specialist. When she walked away, I knew we were in trouble. Spacer's Choice Salt Tuna is renowned across the system for its quality flavors and additives. We used to sell citrus-flavored salt tuna in our heyday. Ever since Adeleide left, we have been reduced to selling unflavored and spearmint.
Yeah. Let's have a chat with her again. Do I need to make a decision? I thought there would be a chance to basically get everyone together.
Anything else I am getting old. Remains to be seen. People around here lack the strength. More of the colony. I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just... If you think Reed... Not under Reed's watch. He and I would come to... This is my home. That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate salt tuna?
No, I don't want to remember that
That was
because it
all
sounds
me.
disgusting.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Sounds like the town turned its back on you.
A fish rots from the head down. I do not blame the town. I blame the leader. I'm listening. That's not strange at all. But we must... This is the old Botanical Lab. Are you not... Are you talking... Where did... I could do without... Is that a... Oh, dear. You ought to...
Okay, maybe let's talk to this guy again, see if we can get any more backstory and kind of some amends or stuff like that.